Hi guys, so we're going to have a fun conversation with a darling of a team, Team Darling.
Abba! A darling of a team, Team Darling. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello Ashwin
Thank
garu.
you.
Hi Nabha. Hi
Niharika.
Darshi.
Hello, Niharika
Hi.
Konidela garu.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be having this conversation that we are going to be having because I have so many questions to ask you. సార్ మీరు ఎక్కడో చెన్నై నుంచి వచ్చారు కదా, మీకు అసలు ప్రభాస్ డార్లింగ్ అని ఒక సినిమా ఉంది ఇంతకు ముందే అని తెలుసా?
Actually, in the beginning, title were.
ఓహో, ఓకే.
So in between the shoot only, we wanted to go for a different title. Then I decided it should be one word, and to have it neutral, I wanted to be in English. So since the movie was about a couple, I was looking for the best title. Then I just came across this title called Darling. Then immediately I Google searched. When I searched, I know the film, Prabhas sir, I know everything. Okay. So that is when Kushi also had released. So I thought, okay, let's try.
Darling is one of my favorite films. Even musically, the movie is so good. So ఈ మూవీ కూడా చూస్తే ఒక లవ్ స్టోరీయా, హీరో అయితే ఒక్కడే ఉన్నాడు, హీరోయిన్.
Actually, this will be like the best love story.
Okay.
Because see, the journey always is, they will say you give, you take and everything, but they forget that we need to understand and we need to give their own spaces in a relationship. So this is about one guy or the guys understanding the girl. So that's the story. It's like, nobody gives life, nobody gives freedom, nobody gives equality. It's all present and we just have to practice it.
With the trailer, we kind of understood that, she has a split personality and all. But if you go through the comments in the YouTube, people are like, sir, how do you know about my girlfriend? Idi abbayalki side chese cinema na? Is it another film where you are all going to be like అమ్మాయిలు ఇలాగే ఉంటారు, ఇన్ని పర్సనాలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి కాదా?
I think she should tell that.
No, not at all. This is not that kind of a film.
Not woman bashing film kada?
Never. It's not. You saw the trailer, no? Power, I bashed him more. I felt bad. Every time I'm like, Darshi, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? No, this is not a woman bashing film. In fact, it's the opposite. Ashwin has written the whole script so beautifully that it will clearly distinguish what a woman is and how a man should absolutely understand what women are. ఎప్పుడు అందరూ ఏమంటారంటే అమ్మాయిలంటే మనకు అర్థం కాదు అంటారు. ఎందుకు అర్థం కాదనేది, ఎందుకు అమ్మాయిలంటే ఎలా ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, వాళ్ళ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ థాట్స్ అండ్ క్లారిటీ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేది. I don't know how you understood it, Ashwin. So that's
even I'm in the process of.
Yeah, he's also
When
like
men write women, they either go totally wrong or they go spot on so perfectly.
Spot on.
This I hope that you've written Amal character as like Mark Koda, like wow, what a cute Ashwin director. Okay na?
so everybody, including every woman who's acted in this film or who's worked in this film, after getting to know the movie, they've come and told, I hope there are more men like you, because the kind of understanding and writing he's done for women is like fabulous. It's just like cinema చూస్తే అర్థమవుతుంది అన్నమాట నేనేం చెప్తున్నాను అనేది.
For Nabha, we got in a dubbing artist. Basically, it was for, when I wrote, I had her voice in mind. Her name is Savita. She's done like everybody knows. So when she was watching, she was like, oh, okay, so you're making fun and all that. That's how she started. Then halfway through, she was like, I think every guy should either, she was like, bro, if I tell it will be like too much.
That's exactly, I didn't take Savita's name, but this is the dialogue she told, that I wish every man would understand women like how you've done. Because it's basically storytelling is another part of expressing yourself, kada. So, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, see, I always believe that women in general, by DNA, by birth, by biology, they are experts in multitasking. So
I also agree.
Yes, they are. We know.
We are not even debating that.
So, for men, it's very simple. The life cycle is very simple. we have to go to school, then study, then earn, then provide. It is just all set parameters. But if you take a woman, she has to go to office and then come back and cook and still take care of the kid. But in all these, she's a different person everywhere. At office, she's a different person. For example, say if a girl is a school teacher, she'll be a strict school teacher. She can't be a mother in school. She'll be a strict school teacher. When she comes back home, she has to be a wife or a daughter.
While doing all of this also, you should always constantly protect yourself.
Exactly.
That's another thing that we have to do.
Point, madam.
So I believe women are the best multitaskers. In general, see today there are a lot of fun happening on internet. We see, so like a couple of years back, we used to see reels on couple goals. Everybody used to portray themselves as the best couple, and now the trend is going on where it's basically the husband bashing the woman and all, like husband bashing the wife. All that, the wife tortures, the Sunday cricket, going out with friends and all. So, and they say women have mood swings and all that. So those mood swings are, I think they have different roles to play. They have to be a different person. I think in a day they have to be 5-6 different person. Whether it's a 35-40-year-old woman or a 16 to 20-year-old woman or a 21, they have different roles to play in every day. But for guys, it's easy. We can still scold our mothers. We can still stand up against our fathers. We can still walk out anytime we want and do whatever we want.
And also, women are somebody who are more emotionally intelligent. Like if you consider in a house,
We have a higher
and then
emotional quotient.
Yeah. Because women, if you see, Amma is the one who holds everybody together in a family. Like she brings a bridge towards father, son, daughter, and everything. Manages every single person in the house so flawlessly. Exactly. Everybody goes and actually complains to Amma, and even sister, and she has to even go and do stuff outside.
Yeah. Speaking of what multitasking is, basically we have another popular multitasker with us.
Popular multitasker.
Actor, producer, TV host.
Driver for my mother.
సో మీలో ఒక కమిటీ ఉంది బేసికలీ బేసికలీ ఎట్లా ఇంత పెద్ద కమిటీని ఎట్లా మేనేజ్ చేస్తున్నారు మీ మైండ్ లో ఇట్లా బేసికలీ
Like he said, I'm not again trying to be modest, but because it's straightforward question meer adigindi, I've always been someone who's been very doing multitasking since I was young. I learnt all instruments that are there in the music world for 2 days each. Drums 2 days, guitar 2 days, violin koncham ekkuva. But whatever, it's like I want to do everything. Like jack of all trades is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. Alaga I've always done a lot of things, but my first love has always been acting. Okay. I've always wanted to get into acting. I became a very accidental producer because I was like, ever double pedtaru ippudu nenu act chesindaniki nene pettukuntani. That's how I did the first web series in Telugu. Darshi, we've always seen you in films that are very high on content, ante content unna films antaru kada, because see, let it be films where you've done as a main lead or as a very important role in the film. How did Darling come to you? అంటే how did you think?
Darling, అదే చెప్తున్నా. ఐ థింక్ నేను A1 Express అని ఒక ఫిలిం చేస్తున్నాను అనమాట. A1 Express లాక్డౌన్లో మేము షూట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఆ టైంలో అది. అండ్ అప్పుడు దట్స్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం ఐ యాక్చువల్లీ మెట్ అశ్విన్. లాంగ్ టైమ్ అగో. అండ్ అప్పటికి అశ్విన్ వాజ్ పిచింగ్ డార్లింగ్ ఫర్ అదర్ యాక్టర్స్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఇండస్ట్రీ. అండ్ కొన్ని అవుతున్నాయి, కొన్ని అవ్వట్లేదు, కొన్ని డైసీగా ఉన్న సిచ్యువేషన్. అండ్ నేను అప్పుడు ఐ వాజ్ స్టిల్ దట్ క్యారెక్టర్ యాక్టర్ / కమీడియన్ / హీరోస్ బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దట్ ఈస్ లైక్. అండ్ అదే టైంలో ఐ రిమెంబర్ లూజర్ వెబ్ సిరీస్ ఒకటి వచ్చింది.
Right, that did very well.
And then we met there and కలిసినాం. And then అప్పుడు he was basically the co-director of the film, but I saw this man, he is the loudest voice on the set anamata. Loudest voice ante it's like the leader's loudest voice.
You were the co-director of A1 Express.
Creative head. Sorry, that padam where but he was
but
basically,
you worked in it.
So and he was managing the entire set production and he was giving all the అంటే basically he was managing the whole film ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు we were short of people ఎందుకంటే కోవిడ్ టైం కదా అండ్ కోవిడ్ ఓపెన్ అయిన ఏమంటారంటే ఆఫ్టర్ ద లాక్డౌన్ ఓపెన్ అయిన కొద్ది రోజులకే షూటింగ్ మొదలైంది సో తక్కువ మంది క్రూ అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే లంచ్ కూడా we were advised to bring from our own places.
Yeah. It was the first, we were kind of the first few films who started shooting.
అంటే కోవిడ్ వాజ్ స్టిల్ దేర్ ద ఫస్ట్ వేవ్ ఇంకా ఎండ్ అవుతుంది బట్ పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్ సో తక్కువ మంది క్రూ తోటి ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చేది అనమాట సో అప్పుడు ఐ హావ్ సీన్ హిమ్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ వర్క్ అండ్ దెన్ కట్ చేస్తే అక్కడి నుంచి ఒక 3 months తర్వాత అది అప్పుడు సీతారాం వాజ్ అనదర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కనెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ అస్ సో సీతారాం వాజ్ లైక్ ఆర్ క్రియేటివ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఆర్ మేనేజర్ లైక్ అన్న అశ్విన్ ఒక కథ చెప్పిండు చాలా బాగుంది వీఆర్ పిచింగ్ ఇట్ టు హీరోస్ హియర్ అంటే ఓ నైస్ కెన్ లైక్ అండ్ దెన్ కెన్ ఐ గెట్ టు రీడ్ అన్నట్టుంటే దెన్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ పంపిస్తే దాన్ని నేను చదివిన లైక్ వన్ గో ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ బ్రిలియంట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ అండ్ దెన్ అప్పటికి కొంతమంది ఇక్కడ డైసీ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉంటే దర్శి కూడా బాగుంటాడు యాక్చువల్లీ అని అన్నాడు అనమాట సీతారాం తోటి అండ్ దెన్ సమ్వేర్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ అంటే యూ ఫీల్ నో దట్ యూ పుట్ అ వర్డ్ టు ద యూనివర్స్ లైక్ అబ్బా ఐ విష్ ఐ కుడ్ డూ దిస్ and then కొద్ది రోజులు we met in Chennai and then Chennaiలో this is all in 19 and 20 early 20 sorry actually
it's 20 we read in 19 we met in Chennai during 20 September
ఆ టైంలో చదివిన దానికి కొద్ది రోజులు అంటే అదే 6-7 months లో మళ్ళీ we met and then I was feeling inside అంటే you know the every cell of your body was like అబ్బా ఇలాంటి స్క్రిప్ట్ చేస్తే భలే ఉంటుంది and ఎందుకంటే ఎవ్రీ క్యారెక్టర్ వాజ్ లైక్ ఎస్పెషలీ ఐ వాజ్ అ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఉమెన్స్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్ ఆనంది అనే క్యారెక్టర్ బేసిక్లీ హర్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఐ వాజ్ అ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ అండ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే వై ఐ వాంటెడ్ బికాజ్ ద పర్సన్ డూయింగ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ అది ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంటో దానికి ఆపోజిట్ పర్సన్ ఎట్లా రియాక్ట్ అవుతాడు అనేది కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనమాట సో నాకు ఐ కుడ్ ఫీల్ దట్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఇన్ మై హెడ్ అరే ఇది ఇట్లా చేయాలని యూ సీ దట్ ట్రైలర్లో టువర్డ్స్ ది ఎండ్ హౌ ఇస్ లైక్ హిస్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ బేసికలీ సో ఇది ఐ ల్యాండెడ్ ఇట్ బికాస్ ఐ థింక్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ ఇట్ ఐ థింక్ ద ఎంటైర్ ప్రాసెస్ వర్క్డ్ ఫర్ మీ అని అనిపించింది అంటే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫెల్ ఇన్ ప్లేస్ లైక్ లూజర్ కేమ్ ఇన్ అండ్ దెన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద అదర్ ఫిలిం అండ్ అగైన్ హీ వెంట్ బ్యాక్ టు డూ ఐ వాంట్ టు డూ డార్లింగ్ బట్ మధ్యలో హీ వెంట అండ్ డిడ్ అన్బరీవ్ హీ డిడ్ తమిళ్ ఫిల్మ్ అప్పటికి ఐ థింక్ షూటింగ్ ఉందనుకుంటా 20
so actually this is a very interesting journey to tell technically. I think now we can tell so once he read it after that time I was following up with another hero here and it was going on and on almost a year went in that for me so then because I came to cinema very early I became an AD when I was 17 so by then I've already been in the industry for almost 12-13 years so I thought like at one point when we think is this really for us or are we not going to get it at that time is when he called and told I don't know whether I can tell this or not he called and told Macha I'll just tell you one thing you've written a fantastic script I am ready to act but I don't have market I am not doing leads but if at all you think I can fit into this we'll try doing something so that was kind of the first yes I got for this story and then things were going on and my Tamil film started even when I stopped following up because I started a film I stopped following up so even then he would call me in between you know what I fixed one investor you want to come and narrate I'll come and narrate they'll listen they'll say the story is good something will not happen then the investors at that time this I'm telling because how important success is for even for a good content to come out
for a good content to come out only it is so important that kickstart is so
exactly
important.
So then what now that she used to do is he has fixed narrations from his phone he's fixed narrations I think to some 6-7 female actors because the investors who he spoke to at that time felt that to make this film you need at least a big female star who we can bank on and all so every time I narrate for 3 hours. So when I
And stand and narrate.
he fixed almost 6-7 actresses. Okay, he said, "Macha, somehow, come on, let's convince her. We'll start the film. We'll start." Like this, it's going for 3 years. Every time I will narrate, they will say script is good, and then after one day they'll call and say, "No, Ashwin, I can't act. Bring a bigger hero." They will tell some other name, some other tier 2, tier 1. All their ambitions and aspirations, they were throwing it on me. At that moment, what I was thinking was, at this moment between 20 end to 2021, more than me, there was one person who wanted this film to happen, and it was him. So I decided.
Thank you for wanting it to happen.
So at that moment, I decided, if at all this story comes to life, it has to be through Raghav and it has to be through Darshi. If not, I'm not doing this film. I fixed in my head. Then things were going on. Then we used to talk on and off. It was just normal. Then Balagam released. I called him to appreciate, to congratulate, to share my happiness, saying, "Bro, super bro, congratulations. I'm so happy that Balgam has come and it's doing really well. Every day numbers are going elsewhere and all that." Like, thank you macha. I'm in one interview, I'll call you." Okay, he cut. Okay, I was like, okay, like since 13-14 years in cinema, we've seen, okay, one more person to do the same. I thought like that. Then 2 days later, I think it was the 25th day of Balagam function or something, he calls me. He calls and says, "Macha, that story is still there." But I already fixed in my head, no, it's for him. Yeah, bro, it's there. I think now one success has come, we can try to mount it. From there, it took us 8 months to start Darling.